See, as I'm maturing, as I'm mat- as I'm maturing, as I'm maturing. But like the older generation, as we're becoming the older generation. Listen, my name is Shamar Miles. I'm a 25-year-old black queer man from Atlanta, Georgia. Listen, today is Thursday, Friday. When I say Thursday, Friday, I mean it's payday. I don't know if you have a bank or institution that allows you to get paid a day early, up to a day or 2 days early. But today is Thursday and tomorrow's Friday. Pay back them loans, pay back them bills, put some money on them bills, take care of them priorities. I'm telling you, do it. Because guess what? You are not the person that you were yesterday or 10 years ago. You're mature. It reminds me, I'm sitting right here paying back my Cash App loan thing because I previously talked about how I get ride shares and all these type of things and afford all these luxuries and eat everything I want, and it's due to credit. It's due to credit. It's due to credit, and it's like I'm not flexing or not trying to say like, oh, or whatever, what have you, people may think about what I'm saying about establishing credit and establishing relationships with institutions, so they give you bigger limits and allow you more money because they trust you. The whole point of having these institutions and credit lines and all these type of things is to build rapport, relationships, whatever adjectives you want to say, with these institutions. But you have to make sure, if you make a promise to these institutions, you have to make sure that you pay them back on time, or they don't trust you. You get what I'm saying? So that's something that I remember a couple years ago, especially like when I got my first brand deal. I had broke my lease because I couldn't afford to stay in my home anymore, because I was living above my means. I wanted to go see two, three people in concert. I ain't gonna name no celebrities, which I probably can imagine some of my favorites, especially if you watch my other content. So yeah, I was spending like $500 extra a month. And rent is really expensive. If you didn't know, I was paying on times that I was late. I was paying $1,500 a month for a studio apartment, which is insanity. But I mean, I was staying in Sandy Springs. So if you want to stay up there with the Joneses, honey, you're gonna have to be able to afford that lifestyle. And I learned my lesson really quickly when it comes to um, exasperating or using all of your money. You know what I'm saying? Daily Pay was a amazing help with that. But if I'm just being honest about it cutting into, your rest of your money, I just have to be 100% honest with you. Like, when it comes to using money that is no longer there, you need to make sure that you have a job or some type of income that is going to be able to pay that debt back. Um, or you have something that's building that money that you're borrowing first. Because what I've learned in my experience, or what I have observed, because I'm a Taurus, and what I have observed from watching other millionaires and other thousandaires, or have you, people that have more money than me, when it comes to credit, they already have assets that are funding their habits, or funding their lifestyle. And for me, someone who catches ride shares, Waymo cars, and eat El Azteca and eat Irie Moon Cafe, for all my Atlanta people. Also, while I'm talking Atlanta people, and just not just Atlanta people, but people all across the world, not across the world, but in North America, like we're about to have a huge snowstorm. And for my people that's in Atlanta who are not used to it, I want you to go ahead and buy all your things, get your soups and your breads and your non-perishables, because they're saying that it's going to snow and it's going to freeze, it's going to be ice. And in my profession, I'm not gonna say they don't care, but they want you at work as soon as possible. So that's just the truth. So take care of yourself. That's one thing that I'm noticing too. But let me finish my conversation about credit. You just have to make sure that you pay it back on time. There's nothing wrong with having credit. Black people, don't be afraid of having credit. I know people right now that ain't never used or had credit in their life. And that's such a huge mistake, because so many people have that old ideology in their mind to always, excuse me, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but they always want to finance something. It's nothing wrong with saving your money and paying full out for the things that you want. But if you want something right then, I'm the type of person, it is what it is. I'm the type of person that if I want something right then, if I have the credit, if I have the money, if I have the pool, I'm going to get it right then and take care of my responsibility. I'm not going to get something and then be like, oh, Now I can't do this anymore. Well, this version of me, because I only practice to be truthful, to be honest. I don't get on here to lie. The previous version of me would be like, girl, we gonna get this and worry about it later. But the part of me that's really grown is like, you need to pay these institutions back. You need to pay these people back. Credit does matter when you're applying apartments, when you're applying for cars, when you're applying for houses. Because let me tell you something. It's very hard nowadays to do anything without a loan. If you're not making it, like making the money in your career or your job, like you're gonna need some help. And sometimes you don't always have friends, family, cousins, co-workers that's gonna be there to help you. Sometimes you need that loan from the bank. Sometimes you need that loan from the credit union. Sometimes you need that loan from a third party loan or what have you. So you have to make sure that your name is all right in these streets, okay, in these institutions. Um, so yeah, I just feel like that was a follow up credit video and just telling you about some things that I learned and what I've been observing um, with my money habits. I just want to give you a little bit of faith, hope, love, hugs. Receive this hug because I know we all need a little bit of love. Shantastic Gang, I just want to say, if nobody told you all year, all month, all week, all day, I love you. And this year, we're going to get our money up. We're going to move up another tax bracket, no matter what the fuck the world says. And also, look into some insurance. Get you some life insurance. Get your house on insurance. Some of y'all riding around with no car insurance. But get you some insurance. Get that credit in check. Get your health in check. And live the best that you can. Because we living in some unforeseen times. I love you. And I'll see you all in the next video. I'll be around soon. Listen, I'm a Taurus and I'm an observer. I'm not going to say I can't, because one day I will be popping out videos. And I hope they're the most authentic version of myself. But at this moment, it takes me some time to make videos because I want to come across as the most authentic version of myself and speak about things that I'm really going through and things that I hope that I can help you with. So, Shantastic Gang, with that being said, I'll see you in the next video. I love you.